Tonight on Highway Patrol, there's been a multi-car smash. And what's up with this driver? A mystery motorist is giving police a headache.
I'm not completely satisfied with what you're telling me because I can't find any details on you.
So who is he?
Yep. Yeah, you better.
And the police catch up with a repeat offender.
Every time I come down Sydney Road, opposite the wind, sort of like seems to always pull me over.
Then he does a runner. In the affluent suburb of Middle Park, Senior Constable Alistair Farrell has been called to an incident at a primary school. A motorist has ploughed through the school fence and fled.
Looking at the marks on the gutter here, you can see here there's a gouge mark where some part of the car's hit some part of the undercarriage, the metal part's taken a chunk out of the gutter. Tyre mark here, and obviously some sort of fluid from the engine, whether it's oil or coolant or just water from the air conditioner or similar. And it just looks like he's just come straight through there, missed the roundabout entirely and just headed straight into the fence, into the tree. It's obviously exceptionally lucky. If he continued on, you can see the kids playing in the background. Any number of pedestrians. There's a bus stop right here. We're exceptionally lucky that someone wasn't seriously hurt or killed.
The motorist may no longer be here, but he's left a vital clue.
He's done a fair bit of damage to the undercarriage of his car, rip out a washer bottle and leave it here on the side of the road.
Officer Farrell now knows he's looking for a damaged Nissan. But before he can locate the offending vehicle, he gets called to a multi-car crash in the same street.
There you go, mate.
Good, mate. Yeah, right.
The first driver Farrell encounters is rambling and not making much sense.
Hang on a sec, mate.
Right? He's playing with me, so...
Hang on a sec, mate. There's a couple of ways to get a couple of versions of the story.
Yeah. Hey, there's three sides to every story every time, bro, okay? You know that.
It appears this man has rammed a black Toyota and pushed it into another vehicle.
I was stationary, and the next thing I know, this great big loud bang came along and he pushed me. My car was moving and I moved into the Australia Post car. Don't know if he was stunned or aggressive. He just looked strange. I was a bit frightened of him.
While Officer Farrell is documenting the scene, the driver collapses.
This bloke right here.
In Moorabbin, leading Senior Constable Darryl Jones clocks a speedster.
The ute just gone in front of us. Just pinged him on the laser at 101 kilometres an hour. It's an 80 km/h speed zone along here, so I'd suggest we better have a chat to him. I've just checked your speed back up the road on Boundary Road up there, with a laser at 101 kilometres an hour.
Too busy yapping.
Too busy yapping?
Yes.
That's your reason for exceeding the speed limit?
Yeah, I wasn't concentrating on... Yes, it was.
It was, all right. Have you got your driver's licence there for me, thanks?
The yapping is still going on in the front seat of the ute, courtesy of the driver's girlfriend.
Have you got any identification on you at all?
No, the wallet's not with him.
All right, take a nice big deep breath, keep blowing till I tell you to stop. And stop, thank you. Anything to drink at all tonight?
Yeah, I had 2 cans of Woodstock.
2 cans of Woodstock. All right. At this stage, the preliminary breath test indicates that your breath may be over the legal limit. I now require you to accompany me to a police station for the purpose of a breath test. Are you prepared to accompany me to the police station? Sorry?
Yeah, I can. I want to get this because the boss needs the ute.
Well, at this stage, you cannot drive it.
Okay.
All right? So you're going to have to come back to the police station with me for a breath test.
This guy's stalling. It takes Darryl 3 attempts before he agrees to go back to the station.
Are you prepared to accompany me to the police station?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'll get you to come up to the police car with me and jump in the back seat, and then I will get your details.
But instead of following Darryl to the police car, the driver suddenly returns to his ute. Darryl suspects he may try to bolt. Travelling north up Sydney Road in Melbourne, Senior Constable Megan de Win spots a car she's encountered before.
Just check this car. Comes up to a Nissan Maxima. Male owner has an expired car licence. Hi, how you going? Just a routine car licence check. You have your licence there, thanks.
It's in the process of getting renewed. Officer de Win.
No, I think I've pulled you over a few times, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
How come you haven't got it renewed yet?
I don't know.
Hey?
Because I've got to change the... I've got to ring them up because I changed the address. So before I actually get the actual new licence with my new address on it, I've got to ring them up. Tell them that I've changed address before they can actually send me out the new licence.
Have you done that?
No.
How come?
This driver's excuses are absurd. how hard is it to renew a licence?
You're unlicensed, and I've told you this a few times now, and each time I've given you a ticket, I don't know what part you don't understand. You've got to have a licence. Whether it's expired or that, you must have a licence.
It's only $45. It's not the money or anything. It's just...
You're lazy.
That's right.
All right, hang on a second. I'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, I know this guy. I've put him over a few times for unlicensed driving, and he keeps driving unlicensed. So it's just a matter of paying the licence. There's no problems with money, he said. He's lazy, and that's what he admits to. He said, when I said to him, you're lazy, that's what it comes down to. And he said, yeah.
I just lose track of time, and every time I come down Sydney Road, Officer DeWin sort of like seems to always pull me over.
This is nearly $900 worth of fines he's received in the last 3 months. So, yeah, I know what I'd be doing. $284 fine again.
Thanks, officer.
Oh, you always say that, don't you? All right.
No worries.
Make sure you pay it, because next time, as I said, you'll go to court.
I've got to go to court Friday, actually.
What's that for?
For the unlicensed driving.
Manuel appears to be locking up his car, and then out of nowhere, he makes a break for it.
Hey, Manuel!
Senior Constable Alistair Farrell has been called to 2 crash sites in the same street, and now one of the drivers has keeled over.
What have you done, mate? You right, Chief? Come here.
No, I got a bit emotional. Sorry, man.
No, you're all right, mate. Come on.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're right?
Don't do that.
All right. Come and lean on here so I don't fall anyway.
No, I'm getting a bit emotional.
Right.
I've been asleep
What's your name?
days, so...
So you've been, what, for 3 days?
Beg your pardon?
I just didn't know what you said.
I said I've just been asleep for 3 days, right?
Officer Farrell is struggling to get information from the driver, who is becoming increasingly aggressive.
Yeah, what's your
Excuse
address?
me, mate. You got me wallet. Sorry, buddy. Don't ever touch my wallet,
Andrew,
Right.
enough, all right? You're putting on a show and we don't need it.
Hey,
Just relax.
I don't-
What's your address?
21st to 671. Right?
Yeah, I got that bit. Your address, mate.
I don't have an address.
So you're at no fixed
mate.
place, is that right?
Right?
While police are trying to interview the driver, a witness provides some new information about the driver's antics shortly before this nose to tail.
And this lunatic came screaming round the corner with the front of his car hanging off. It was, seconds really. Seconds from being hit by him.
Being that you've been the driver of a motor car involved in a collision today, I require you to undergo breath test.
They smacked into
yes,
me.
but you're
right?
a driver. You're the driver involved in a collision. You need to undergo breath test to my satisfaction. Okay? You understand that?
And what are you going to do with these dudes?
I'll deal with them in a sec.
Are you gonna?
I'll deal with them in a sec. One long breath, I'll tell you to stop.
If you don't,
Andrew,
mate.
One long breath, I'll tell you to stop. Okay?
Will the breath test answer questions about this driver's erratic behaviour? In Fawkner, Senior Constable Megan DeWin is issuing Manuel a ticket for driving without a licence when he suddenly makes a run for it.
Hey! Manuel! Stop! No, you can't drive. You don't have a licence.
Let's go train.
Hey?
I know someone at Hpau. Let's go train up to his place.
Yeah, and you can't leave your car. You can't leave your car like
park
this.
it just in the car park?
I'll park it just in front of this car. Jesus, it stinks. Stinks. It's vile. It stinks. Make sure you clean it too.
Cool.
All right.
Smokes and stuff.
Yeah, and don't drive it.
This really is the less glamorous side of road policing.
It was putrid, and his seat was wet. So I'm hoping, as he said, it was the window down and a bit of rain on it, nothing else, so I can complete my shift.
Leading Senior Constable Darryl Jones is trying to get this driver back to the station,
I'll need to put him...
but the driver is stalling.
All right, mate, come around this side for me. What's your first name, John? Been in trouble with the police before?
No.
Anything for .05?
No.
Drink driving? Nothing at all?
John is claiming that this is his first run-in with the police, but his body language is telling a different story to Darryl.
I'll tell you what's going on, John, at the moment, is that I'm not completely satisfied with what you're telling me because I can't find any details on you. So I'm not terribly impressed at the moment. I want to know what the details are.
Darryl keeps probing for more information, but John sticks to his guns.
What name is your licence in?
It's John.
The computer is not coming up with your details. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the police station where we're going to do a breath test.
Yep.
And we will check further.
Okay.
All right, make sure we've got the right person. Follow me through.
What sort of licence do you hold?
It's a car.
Well, you're not coming up on the thing record of having a licence anywhere. What have you got in your wallet?
Oh, it's just...
In spite of his girlfriend's earlier claim that John's wallet wasn't with him, it now seems to be in his pocket.
Just put it up here so we can have a look in it, please.
Put it on the desk here, mate.
Can I,
No, put it on the desk.
just come clean?
Yep.
Yeah, you better.
At Moorabbin Station, leading senior constable Daryl Jones is trying to find out the identity of speeding driver John. He's just produced a wallet he initially claimed was missing.
Just put it up here so we can have a look in it, please.
Put it on the desk here, mate.
Can I,
No, put it on the desk.
just come clean?
Yep.
Yeah, you better.
That's my girlfriend in my ear, and this made me all nervous as all hell.
Well, I think you better come right clean right now because now you got your chance. All right?
I'll let me come clean. My name's Peter. My name's...
Peter.
Yes.
Why are you giving me a false name?
Because she just made me nervous as
This
all.
is your boat licence, is it?
Yeah, she made me as nervous as all hell. I just...
You're supposed to be a man.
I know,
Stand
but
up
she just harped on my ear. We were just having an argument. That's why I wasn't even looking at my speed limit and nothing. And it's driving me crazy. Sorry. I wanted to come clean straight away in the car.
Well, you should have.
And because I don't want to waste no one's time.
John is in fact Peter and is realising he's dug himself a deep hole.
And now I'm pretty bloody annoyed.
I know. I'm very sorry. I am. I'm very sorry.
Because I don't need to be mucked around.
I know that.
I'm now working late as it is.
Yes.
And you're telling me porky pies.
I'm very
You were in the
sorry.
car,
I'm
it's
very
just the two
sorry.
of us. You
I
had
know.
perfect opportunity
I know.
to come
It was going
clean.
from my head.
I've been doing this
I've
job
never
for
seen
30
cameras
years
before.
and I can pick it
I know
pretty
you
easy.
can. I know you can.
But why has Peter given false details to the police? Daryl's about to find out. Senior Constable Alistair Farrell has new information about an incoherent driver that proves he's been involved in more than one incident today.
This lunatic came screaming round the corner with the front of his car hanging off. It was, seconds really. Seconds from being hit by him. If I'd taken a few steps more before he, the dog and I would have been injured.
It turns out Bridget was almost hit close to Middle Park School, the same spot Alistair was investigating earlier this morning. Another witness comes forward to fill in the gaps.
So most of this damage he'd actually done on the corner. He's taken out a fair bit of the primary school.
Yep. So did he actually go through the fence and into the school?
Yeah, so it's on a corner. He went straight through the middle of a 2-bar steel pole fence, straight through that. He then reversed back out and took off in the other way and came back because we were actually all headed this way.
Okay.
It's all starting to make sense. Andy has ploughed through the school fence, almost hit Bridget and crashed into the black Toyota. And the reason is now clear.
He's returned a positive preliminary breath test and we're going to have to take him back and undergo another breath test back at the police station to see what his alcohol reading really is.
But getting this driver back to the station might not be easy.
You think you boys worry me?
Andrew, they're here.
Sorry, man. I'm Hell's Angels. I'm born into it, right? So chill out.
This driver's blown over the limit after taking out a school fence and ramming 2 cars. And Senior Constable Alistair Farrell needs to get him back to the station for an evidential breath test.
You think you boys worry me?
Andrew, they're here.
Sorry, man. I'm Hell's Angels. I'm born into it, right? So chill out.
Yeah. So are you going to come back and do the breath test or are you not? Because you've told me yes and no, so I just want to clarify which one.
No.
No. Okay, you're not. Mate, what's your reason for refusing a breath test, Andrew?
My name's Andy, right?
All right, Andy,
My reason for refusing a breath test is because I've just come from a pub, right? I've had 2 shots of Sambuca, and it's going to make me look like a idiot, right?
Given that you're not coming back, I'm now placing you under arrest for being drunk in a public place.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so you're going to come back and you're going to do some time in the cells. Sit back, slide back.
Mate, you're
Andrew, all right, slide back.
For everyone's safety, Andy needs to be secured and taken away to sober up at the station. Will he go quietly? Now the mystery driver has been revealed to be Peter, not John, Daryl can find out what he has to hide.
Keep going, and stop. Righto, go back and sit down where you were.
Peter is well over the legal blood alcohol limit.
I know you know what I'm talking about because you had one of these a month and a half ago, didn't you?
It seemed like about 3 months ago. It seemed like about 2.
Well, I now have all your details in front of me.
Even at this late stage, Peter is still running from the truth, but there's no running from his prior offences.
The records show that your licence is cancelled. Is that correct?
I think so, yeah.
A cancelled licence means the allowable blood alcohol level is 0. Peter's just added to his list of serious charges.
Okay.
After wasting hours of police time, the mystery is solved.
He's now facing 4 separate charges for basically a speeding offence. You must be honest, and it's not always a good move to do what your girlfriend tells you to do.
Mate, quick kick in or you're going to get sprayed. Simple as that.
The scene of the multi-car smash is cleared, and Andy is finally taken back to the station.
Andy, hop on out, mate.
Right? No worries.
You know where you are?
No,
Yeah, where are you?
in the police station.
That's it, mate. Come with us.
No worries.
Ready?
No worries.
Andrew's currently in the cells. In a few hours, hopefully, he'll be released. He's going to be charged with a raft of offences, including refusing to come back for a breath test, drunk in a public place, and unlicensed driving and leaving the scene of an accident. Hopefully, in a few hours, when he does get released, he'll be in a much better mood than he was in when we spoke to him out at the scene. He'll be right to be let out onto the street where it's safe for him and the rest of the public.
...151 kilometres per hour.
Stop! Car, now!
Looks like I'm going to lose my car.
Was she or wasn't she?
Both me and my partner look straight at you.
Will you let me lie?
Oh, no, I don't lie. I'm a policeman.
And when you think you've heard every excuse for speeding, there's a new one.
I'm busting for a slash.